Okay, so collaboration time. This has borne out lots of conversations with Nick over the past year, 18 months, really, about how we take some of the good work that's gone on with various networks, local GovCamp, that sort of stuff, how we start to really turn it and make some tangible stuff and add some bigger value. Normally IEG are about, so you have to have a big slide with a big, slogan on there, otherwise. So if everyone's moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. What a lovely thought. So it's both myself and Nick, also a company called Engage Process from Holland that we're partnered with that provide the solution around process improvement. Where we've come from, last couple of years, effectively we've gone from nothing in the UK, or Engage and ourselves have gone from nothing in the UK to now having lots of wonderful customers doing some amazing stuff around. Obviously there's a number in the room today: Carmarthenshire, Rhondda, Cardiff, Sport Wales, all doing different things about how they go about analysing and improving their processes and delivering substantial change. Lots and lots of different things. Transformation, software rationalisation, pure lean, digital, it's all in there. So what's been achieved from local GovCamp? So we've got the local Gov digital service standard. I have got a Kahoot here, but I'm not going to do that because I think, how excited people get when they do a quiz last time. I don't think people can take that at this stage of the day in this heat. 15-point common standard, born out of the GDS standards, and I believe about to get a bit of a reboot from MHCLG to bring the two back together now that the government has recognised that there is local government also delivering services out there on its behalf. Do people use it? Do people rate it? Don't know, there's quite a lot of adoption out there, and there's some very good standards. And obviously it's been a little bit superseded now by the declaration that's come about, which I don't know, how many of you have read the declaration? Wow. MHCLG would have been very disappointed to see that for the camera, about 4 hands. The declaration takes us on a level. It starts to talk about, still in fairly loose terms, but it starts to talk about the ethos of agile and digital and the benefits that it offers, and councils making a sign up and a commitment to playing a role in actually doing some collaborative work and working in a digital way. So the collaboration stuff, water in the garden, something like that. So some of the stuff, Scotland's done a lot of good stuff, specifically around the digital office. We're talking about a data office here funded by lots of local gov. Scotland Digital Office funded by lots of councils getting together, putting some resource in, becoming a catalyst. One of the things they did recently with the GDPR readiness toolkit, led by Glasgow and Fife. In other words, they were the slowest at running backwards when someone said, hey, do you want to be involved in GDPR and sort it out for us? Sponsored by the Digital Office, they produced the toolkit. Let's be honest, GDPR is GDPR. Doesn't affect anyone differently. Why are so many local authorities trying to do it individually? 30 LAs used it, and they estimate £1 million of savings. Talked to guys in Scotland. There is some debate as to how real that savings number is, and how well the Scottish Digital Office is doing. But one thing they're all definitely signed up to is that they are a catalyst for change. They have got people working together. They have got lots of events, lots of sharing, lots of collaboration around best practice. and lots of good stuff going on there. So this sort of brings us to why have we started to do stuff now? Well, blue badges, I'm guessing all Welsh councils are issuing authorities for blue badges. DFT have taken back from Northgate the process and are in the process of building a new version of BBS with a company called Valtech. So they're rapidly iterating, they're building Agile, they're sharing in the open, doing 2-week sprints, retrospectives live on YouTube. Lots of really good stuff going on with blue badges. I'm working with lots of councils, individually trying to solve the process of what do we do come December when this new thing comes in. And it's actually a bigger problem than that for blue badges, because DFT have a massive backlog of things that they're going to bring in continuously. So it's not kind of a one and done. You will need to be able to be agile and iterate alongside DFT and their processes. If you haven't already done it, please, if you are anything to do with blue badges, sign up to their Slack channel for LAs. Lots of discussions on there. And watch the 2 weekly YouTube updates, because they are telling you what's been achieved, what's coming in. So we are, Daniel from DFT should be publicising this soon on the Slack channel, but we are going to get people together, as many people as want to actually learn what best practice is, to co-design at various locations around the UK to be defined by the people that want to be involved, and actually share some of that burden. Because I've sat with Devon County Council, and the poor person who's responsible in there, we're trying to redesign. You ask the question, can we do this, can we do this, can we do this? That poor person is responsible for giving me the answer, but also responsible if it goes a little bit wrong. And that's not a good place to be. So if nothing else, getting together, sharing the design, gives you that protection that you're not going to be the only council that interpreted it in this way and actually signed up to this design. So it is on my website, the sign up form. Please do get involved. We may run Scottish, Welsh and English because of the slight changes in the legislation, although those changes will probably get less this year with the changes coming in England. So the other thing customers have talked to us about, and we've done some of this in a soft way, is about, can we start to have an environment for our to-be processes, not our as-is, because as we'll all know, our as-is processes will probably contain some hugely embarrassing stuff, but for to-be processes where we can share, you know, what does your procure to pay look like, you know, and I know Carmarthenshire and Rhondda have shared those maps across themselves, but actually to start to facilitate that for our 20 customers and more, and start to build in those maps, and then hopefully councils can sort of say, oh, let's have a look at someone else's, oh, they've clearly done that piece with GDPR, let's talk to them, let's not reinvent the wheel, let's not go through these processes again, and actually let's see what good looks like. So first one's best practice, second one's sharing, lots of customer feedback, stakeholder engagement, lots of discussions with SMEs around the room and not here as well, around how do we start to generate better solutions that we want rather than solutions that have been given to us. Blue badges is a great example. Lots of discussions around Slack about, do we go with this vendor's choice or this vendor's choice or this vendor's choice or this vendor's choice? As far as I'm aware, there hasn't been a great swell of what's the right thing we want to get yet. So vendors are putting their solutions down and then asking you whether you want to pay X amount to take theirs. Whereas actually we want to start to flip that on their head. And actually some of the suppliers in the room, are very, very happy with that approach. If they had clear definition of requirements, could build you a better solution that delivered you better value faster, that's win-win all the way around. So, partners getting involved. Partners have been expressing interest from SME and elsewhere. There is a change in environment at the moment around digital. There is a change in environment with the MHCLG stuff. Still can't get used to the H in that. CLG. And there's clear benefits and efficiencies and culture change from working together. So what is it? It started as local government as a process platform, and we're definitely in discovery at the moment, and Blue Badge is one of the pieces of work, sharing environment is one of the pieces of work, but actually what we want to do is talk to you and talk about what are the collaboration opportunities out there. What sort of events could Nick be putting on that actually can facilitate getting different groups of specialists together to deliver better collaborative outcomes? You know, what do you want to see? And this is very much, and Nick will reach out to you after and ask all sorts of questions about what could be done in this sort of new collaborative way. But here's some of the things we're talking about. You know, already talked about the first two, having hack days. Quite a lot of interest in let's hack a process together, let's get people together, let's build something and actually get some sort of prototype out of the back end of the day. Lots of events, community of practice, shared projects. There is funding available, 7.5 million just announced for CLG, 20 million in the GovTech Catalyst Fund, lots of other places as well. And we are in the process of understanding what are the user needs, and we are also working with the new team at MHCLG to see what are their needs as well, because obviously they're getting funded to help local improve itself. They need to show that any of that 7.5 million that they spend is going to deliver a lot more than 7.5 million in benefits. So that actually is a flying visit of where I am. I don't know whether Nick's around, who would clearly not be expecting me to finish on time.